Hi everyone. I'd like to show off how I build underground parking garages. I have a few reasons for this, but mostly, I just think it's fun to build them. I enjoy watching the whole process unfold. There's something about seeing the Sims park and exit their cars to go about their day that I like. Without sounding too nerdy, it's thrilling for me to see the Sims use what I build. So I'd like to show you how I go about that. If you've watched any of my streams, you know I enjoy building parks. Hiding infrastructure within these plazas and green spaces gives me an opportunity to bring more beauty to something that might normally just be a brutalist slab. I often build the entrances to match surrounding architecture and terrain. Or I'll build them where I can in between buildings, creating a transition space. It can provide the opportunity to add some realism and park space in areas that might normally just be empty. In a couple of cases, I've added little structures that simulate stairwells or elevators, transporting Sims away from or to their cars below. Yes, you could use the pre-built underground parking garages. One that comes with the game provides 200 spots. A couple assets from Groony are amazing and worth considering if you want to avoid the whole ordeal. They're great, provide a large amount of parking, and are high quality builds. The small garage provides 280 spots, 80 more than the vanilla asset, while the large garage provides 120 more at 320 spots. For some reason, I enjoy the challenge and pain that goes along with tunnels and city skylines too. But now that I've mentioned the alternatives, let's get started. As you can see, I've decided to theme this resort build on circles. Half circles, quarter circles, and the main entryway is a roundabout. An underground parking lot makes perfect sense here. There won't be enough room for a large surface level parking lot, and I'll be able to match the overall theme of the building area. I play modded, heavily modded. You'll see extensive use of Move It and Anarchy to make the height and shapes that I want a little more precise in relation to the rest of the space I have available. My first task is to plan a bit to give myself an idea of how much room I have to work with. What you see me doing is deciding how I want the entryway to descend into the ground. My final decision was to loop the road into a spiral that makes its way down into the garage, which will be directly under the connecting road. You'll see me frequently alternate between the network snapping tools. Here, I deselect Match to Existing Geometry. In most cases, this stops the road from automatically connecting to another road network. Avoiding the connection to the upper road as well as maintaining a proper 90-degree angle are essential. Before gathering footage for this video, I took a few minutes to create a street using Road Builder. Nothing fancy, it's a simple alley with a median down the center. I like the look of having a median for a couple reasons. Aesthetically, it gives a bit of depth. Additionally, before seeing it in place, I hadn't noticed that the medians, when in a tunnel, extend to the roof. They make a nice wall dividing the right and left sides of the road. It gives a little realism to the build. To allow the tunnel to fit, I've turned the upper road into a bridge. The tunnel entrance should fit snugly underneath. I'm not sure you can do this without mods. Anarchy is the real hero here. As I finally get to the construction of the tunnel entrance, it's important that the road's elevation is minus 12.5 meters. The game automatically switches from an above-ground road with retaining walls to a tunnel at this height. There is room to adjust the depth with Move It, but it's generally doable without it. I usually try to lower the road into the ground enough that I get a 0 to 1% grade at the actual entrance. Now, I'm trying to find a good balance for the length of the main connecting tunnel that each parking lot road will attach to. A normal alley road works fine for this purpose, but again, not for the parking lot roads. For this build, I'm trying to get near a 0 to 1% grade. Sometimes when using Move It, you can find an underground node. I'm searching for it here, but ultimately decide that it works at this length. Now for the construction of the garage. I use parking lot roads. Primarily the 2-lane perpendicular parking road. This is the one with sidewalks. I found that the alleys don't work properly for this purpose, so avoid those. You can use any of the roads with sidewalks. At this point, I draw out one section of parking lot road, then at the end of that section connect another alley at 90 degrees to create a kind of frame that each new section of parking lot road will connect to. Avoid guesswork by setting it up this way. Once you have 2 or 3 parking lot road sections drawn out, you'll find that it's really no problem at all. Connecting each consecutive parking lot road section with proper spacing is easy because it's been framed on both ends with a tunnel. There is one thing to remember. Turn off all snapping tools except for match to existing geometry and snap to 90-degree angles. Here, I use Move It to adjust the height or depth of the alley tunnel I just built. I found the node this time. I select that node, press Ctrl H, and then find a node at the depth I want and click it. Move It adjusts the depth, and with a little magic, the grade should now be at around 1%. Perfect. And there you have it. Looks like we have an underground parking garage. Now that the tourist sims have a place to park, we can finish up detailing the build and develop the rest of the area. Thanks for watching. I sincerely hope this helps. You can catch me live on Twitch and YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. For more videos like this in the future, please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.